McIntyre, head football coach, Mount Pleasant High School. I have with me junior Xavier Krazier. I got senior Graham Phillips, senior Will Garcia, and senior Riley Olson. Tremendously proud of this group, and it's never easy when you come down here and lose. It's hard to take all that in, but I think when they look back on what happened, they'll be super proud of what they've done for our community and for our people. In terms of the game, I wonder if a little bit of the bright lights got to us to start with. Maybe a few mistakes. Starting with the opening kickoff, right? Just a few little things that we'd like that back. That's a tremendous DeWitt team. It would have been really difficult to hang up with them, but I think you saw what we could have done maybe if we would have been able to kind of start a little fresher, a little cleaner. So I think some of that was just maybe a little bit of that and just the speed at which they do things. Their offense is super difficult to defend. I thought we were well prepared in terms of alignment, but the speed at which they do it, and obviously number 2 is a really good player. So I think those are my kind of general comments. If I could take questions at this time.
Coach, your defense has been your strong suit all season. We saw what they could do from about a third of the way through that second quarter through the end of the game. Talk about getting that defense to that point, and then what that halftime adjustment was for you.
Yeah, so I think you saw what we could do. I think a lot of it was, I talked about halftime. Sometimes with our defense throughout the year, you could be out of alignment a little bit, and the way we rally to the ball, somebody would be there for you. But with what they do, with all their misdirection and their different things, everybody had to be perfect. Everybody had to be perfectly fit each gap and take on each block the right way. And if one guy was out of alignment a little bit, then you're in a tough spot. And then add the athletes they have on top of it once you're out of alignment, and that makes things really difficult. So I think once we settled down and understood that, I think that you saw what we were capable of doing, and I think if you watched our whole product as a season, you know what kind of defense we have. And again, I don't fault, and a lot of it too. We play with tremendous effort on defense. That's one of the things. And when you're in a new environment inside, after being outside for 4 weeks, no matter how hard you try, you can see us start to get a little tired, and that makes it even more difficult to defend their offense once you get a little tired, because now you can't get as many people to the ball as well. So,
Xavier, your touchdown run there in the second half set a state record for longest rushing play in championship history here in Michigan. Just reflecting on that, what does that mean to you to be able to put your name in the record books?
Those long plays like that aren't me. I don't think I got touched on that play because Graham blew up the linebacker and we had a nice kick out from my guard. That was not me. That was all the guys up front, and it clicked, and I just wish it clicked earlier.
Coach, what made number 2 so hard to stop, or is it mainly just their line and their system?
yeah, you look at that group as a whole. That's a heck of an offensive line. It's a heck of skill, right? You have 11 and 15 with the speed they have on the edge, and then you're worried about one of the best players in the state carrying the ball everywhere else. That's what made it so difficult then, because we've played a couple teams in this run where they had tremendous players where you could kind of focus on that player, but you saw what happened. If you focus on him, 15's out, 11's down the field. So, they just have the kind of offense you'd love to have in terms of anybody at any time can make something happen. And then with all the misdirection thrown in, add that to it. And like I said, you have to be really, really perfectly assignment sound, and that's really tough to do against a team as good as they are.
Coach, when you look back at the whole season, what are you most proud of despite tonight's results?
I think that what I'll remember is the optimism this group has. As a coach, you're naturally pessimistic. It's just what you do every week. You look at the team, this is what they're going to do to beat us. This group, they had every game won every time we put on film. East Grand Rapids, we're going to win. Lowell, we're going to win. Midland Dow, we're going to win. That's what I'll remember. They were really good for me because every week they're like, we got this. And that's what you want in athletes. That's the confidence you want in a team. And that's probably what I'll remember most about this group is how, this guy every week, right? He would tell me about how we were going to win and all this stuff, and I'll miss that a lot about these guys.
Xavier, when obviously, a lot of people like to go through quarterback versus quarterback, was there any point in time that when you guys were down by 1 or 2 possessions, you feel like you had to rush through your plays to try to match Trevor's, game as well?
We were not worried about their offense. It was our defense had to handle that, and they ended up picking it up. But our offense was trying to execute on our own, and we stalled a couple times, and a couple plays that I wish I could have back. Some overthrown balls, some underthrown balls, and it was less of a comparison and more of I wanted to do it for these seniors. Next year I get another chance at this, and these kids that I grew up with, I hate to see them go out like this. So I just wish I could have changed it.
Do you feel like that if it wasn't for the interception that maybe you guys could have made things a little bit more interesting down the stretch?
Yeah, we had some momentum. I mean, that's definitely going to be one that's tough to sleep on. So, yeah, the defense was rallying and the offense was rolling, and yeah, it stinks that I had to be the one to make that little mistake, but you live and you learn. It just hurts for me for these seniors.
Thank you, guys.